I think anybody who tells you they're going to France to buy a horse that's going to run on anything other than turf is, I don't know if they're being truthful with you, because the pedigree just, stands out. And then obviously we go to Europe more looking for turf horses. Sometimes you'll find an American horse stands out over there, or shows up over there, I should say, with dirt breeding, but no, not in this instance.
From the beginning, you'd walk out of the stall, you'd watch him train, and we'd say, wow.
Yeah.
And we've been saying wow for a long time. It just didn't start, and the more he trained, the more I liked him. And I told Gary pretty early on, I said, I think we have something special. We were anxious to try him on the dirt, and it was the last week at Churchill, and he had trained there and trained well, and so we said, well, yeah, let's run him back. So it gave me a lot of confidence after that. We went into the Lecomte. I mean, I don't usually say a whole lot, but I didn't think that they would beat him. And I've said this many times, good horses can win when everything goes their way. Great horses can win when things don't go their way. And so far, normally when I go into a race, I say, well, if things work out, we have a shot to win. With him, I feel like it doesn't really matter. He can overcome adversity, it's a great feeling.
So obviously everybody's quick to jump and say, okay, turf, and I would have been one of them too. But the more you look into it, the more you can find examples of dirt that are shining in the pedigree, and stamina as well.
Here's a horse that has this great pedigree. He's beautiful. When you see him, you'll say, wow. And he's got to appeal to both sides. I mean, I think as a sire later on, I think you could take him to Europe and do well, and to have the dirt, what he can do here on the dirt. I mean, I think he's just the entire package. He amazes me. I've trained maybe 15 war fronts. He looks like no other war front I've ever had. Most of the war fronts I've ever trained are a little more compact, and don't have the length. This horse is a lot leggier. I'm so busy with the training horses that I can't get to all the sales and do everything, and I feel extremely confident in Justin and his, and what he buys. So it's a good feeling, and I'd be lying if I didn't think about my dad a lot, and I know my dad's up there smiling, because I think it would be really important. I know it was important for us to work together, so I think we're making him happy as well.
I said something to Mark I said, oh, I want to be your Dennis O'Neill to your Doug O'Neill, and he goes, well, just find me a Derby horse. And I was like, there you go.